Well, hello and welcome to another one of my videos. It's bluebell season. Look at the wild garlic, full flower. So I'm just going to try a handheld one for the moment because there's this wonderful patch of wild garlic here. And I want to see whether I can get a shot of the wild garlic in the foreground . Still very close to a busy road. See if I can get a shot with the wild garlic in the foreground and the bluebells beyond. And I think I might need to get a little lower to really make the most of this. ISO 800, 30th of a second. Let's try focus bracketing and see whether the camera can do it better than me. Well, we'll have to have a look at that when we get it home, won't we? So I've taken a little bit of a break from my wildlife photography for a while, since it's bluebell season, and I've come to a nearby wood, which, as you can probably tell by the road noise, is very easy to get to, but it is the best wood around here for the bluebells. So I'm just going to see if I can find a fairly dense patch, maybe some in the shade, maybe some in the light. Just see what we can get here. Now I've got the 24-105 on the camera at the moment, but I have got the longer lens with me as well as the wide angle if I need it. I don't think I'm going to need the wide, but there's plenty of birdsong as well, so you never know. I might come back here with a little portable hide, see if we can get any birds. The bluebells seem to be thicker over that way. I'm going to follow this track and see if we can get over that way a little bit. Oh, now that's quite a nice scene. There's plenty of blue there. So I'm going to try and set up and see if I can get a shot there of that. Where am I going to want to be for this? Like always when you're shooting bluebells, the ones close by are so sparse and you really just get a swathe of the green and not too much of the blue. But the further back you go, the more the blue heads seem to be dense and catching the light. So I think I want to be relatively low but not so low that I begin to lose the background. So something about this height. Be very careful where I place the legs. Because I don't know if you're aware, but bluebells are actually a protected species in UK. If I zoom in a bit, here we are, around 50 mil. That's a quarter of a second at f11 at ISO 100, and I've got the focus bracketing on, so I should be able to set the near point of the focus, press the shutter, let it take a few shots. Now, what I also want to do, I want to get a real close-up of one of these bluebell heads that's just catching the light, but with a swathe of bluebells in the background, preferably in the shade. So I've got to see if I can find a suitable one that's in the light and sort of stands out on its own. I see one over there, just the other side of you actually, and I think that might work. So let me have a look at that. Okay, so I've set up, I've got one little bluebell head right in the sunlight. Don't know whether you can see that down there. And beyond it there's some more bluebells, but they're in the shade, which is what I'm trying to get. But there's such a dynamic range here. The one in the sunlight is so bright compared to the others that it's practically a black background beyond it. Let me show you what I mean. You can't really tell on the video, as obviously the video brightens it up. I don't know. Let me try and reduce it down to what I see on the photo. There we go. I've taken it 3 stops down and it's still not dark enough. But I'm now, the sun has shifted a little bit and there is now another one in the light. Oh, you can see it fading in and out. It's actually quite magical watching this light change this quickly. 1 at a 25th of a second, 1 at a 6th of a second, and I should be able to blend those nicely in Lightroom when I get back. Fingers crossed. Let's carry on and see if we can find something that will make an interesting foreground with the bluebells beyond. I'm still being very careful to keep to these paths so that I don't step on any of these wild bluebells. There's a fallen log over here. In fact, I'm sure I've shot this before. I love the textures on this bit of wood. I'm just not sure that there's enough beyond it. See, there we go. That wonderful, wonderful piece of fallen wood. Amazing shapes and textures. And there's some blue beyond it, just not sure that that's thick enough there. And if I go around to the other side, where I've got more bluebells beyond, First of all, you can see the road because we're quite close to it. And secondly, I lose that really interesting shape of that bit of wood. So let's have a play, see what I can see. Maybe from this angle, if I can get to the right place. No, there's not enough bluebell in the light beyond it, and I need it in the light to stand out here. There's just that one patch just to the left of it. So if I can frame this just right, that might work. That might just work. Again, I might have to focus stack. I might also have to bracket the exposure. So, got to put this on the tripod, and I need it about this height. So, let's set up the tripod first of all. You know, I think we got it, but oh, there's a tree that just looks like it's sticking out of the back of that fallen one there. The separation's not quite right. So if I come this way just a touch, now it needs to be higher if I'm going to do that. So we've got to make the tripod higher. Well, I've got the separation now. Yes. Tilt it down a little more so I get the whole of that, and then widen it just a touch. So that was a half a second and a quarter of a second. Just there's a highlight down in the corner that was coming through a little too much at the half a second. So again, hopefully I'll have something I can work with. A little bit of foreground interest. I love the shape of this thing. It is stunning. I do kind of like the way this one is really catching the light, and the bluebells are completely open all the way around. Okay, by the time you set it up, the light's changed and there's no direct light on the bluebells anymore, but instead there's a very bright patch beyond. So I'm going to try that and see whether it stands out nicely against a light background. And it doesn't really. Some bits of it are too dark. I have spotted another one. It is beautiful, but it's a bit too far in for me to get close to without stepping on the other growing bluebells, which is a no-no. Mustn't do that. So we're going to carry on and see if we can find something else. There's plenty of fallen logs and there's lovely moss-covered trees. I should be able to get something round here. I love the shape of this fallen log with the old rotten stump just at the front of it. But I really would have loved to have seen a sea of bluebells just beyond it, but they're not to be had. So let's carry on, see if we can see something else. I love this old stump. with the ivy growing up it. But again, not enough blue beyond to give us a nice backdrop. Do love the shape of this old moss-covered tree. Again, nothing in the background. Oh, but look at that huge fungus growing on it. Wonder if I can get a shot of that. You know, that might actually work. I had to turn the ISO up to 800 and I shot at 25th of a second, and there is nowhere I can put the tripod, I don't think. I managed to step over towards this fallen log and I think I got a good shot of the fungus. Just through there, there's another enormous patch of wild garlic, which I'm trying to get to. I don't know whether you can see that at all from here. Oh, and I think I've spotted one little solitary bluebell in the light with all this garlic beyond. Now I've got this set up for this little one here in the light with the wild garlic beyond, and I think I'm going to have to focus bracket this again. Focus on the bluebells, take the shot, check it. Way too bright in the background. So what we're going to have to do here is, first of all, focus bracket. So let's set the focus bracket back up and take this shot. The light shifted again. And there's even a little hoverfly sitting on it at the moment, just to add that bit of life. And the light's shifted, so I'm not getting natural light on it. There is another one a bit further on. It's not quite such a nice bluebell. It's not quite so open, or maybe it's gone past. And it's a lot closer to the wild garlic. But it's just lost its light as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll wait here for a few minutes and see if the light comes back onto this one or onto the other one, and I'll shift quite quickly. I've got another one with some light on it. So I'm just snapping a few of that before the light vanishes. And the light's gone again. It's quite incredible how fast it changes with the light coming through these tree canopies. Sometimes you get patches of light, other times maybe there's clouds up there too. It's difficult to see inside the woodland. Oh, it's just such a wonderful place. Now, I think I've pretty much got all of these kind of shots. I just want to take one of this huge swathe of wild garlic, and I love the almost monochromatic feel of it with just the green and the white. I think it's stunning. It's monochrome in colour. Right, let's raise the tripod and look down on it a little more. That should be a whole sea of wild garlic, all nicely focused. As I'm really beginning to lose the light now, I'm going to pack up and head back to the car. It's been an absolutely wonderful afternoon walking round, looking at this dappled light, trying to find interesting foreground areas, shooting the bluebells and the wild garlic. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little walk around my nearby bluebell woodland. I've had a wonderful afternoon. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. And if you want to see more of this, you know what to do. Click the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and click that notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. In the meantime, I'm going to head off and plan my next adventure.